Okay, it's recording, and I can only see me, so I have to shut this because I don't want to look at myself while we're doing this.
Yeah, sure. Just
Yeah.
just use it like voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is episode 13 of Impostor Syndrome, and this is Peilin. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Is it Kuo? Is it Kuo?
In Chinese it's Kuo, like a core, like a state core.
Kuo.
Yes. But in
I don't
Chinese
know.
it's Guo. If you want to try in Chinese, it's Guo.
Kuo?
Yeah, similar. Yeah, close.
I don't know if I'm gonna get that really that well.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Just don't call me cow.
That I wouldn't do. So Guo.
I got it sometimes.
So it sounds kind of like a G. Guo.
Oh yeah, I don't know. This I'm from Taiwan, and it's how it's spelled in Taiwan. I don't know how to get it.
Okay. So could you give the people a little bit of background on you? What you do.
Yeah. I just say I'm from Taiwan. I moved here 2002 to New York, and because I want to be a filmmaker, and I'm still working on it.
Okay. Were you working on it? Like, were you doing filmmaking out there before you moved?
No, I work for a production company. It's mostly like for like commercial stuff, like TV commercials, and yeah, I just kind of feel like I have the need to do my own stuff, so I just quit. Didn't know what to do. Yeah, then just my everybody can make a dream in New York, I guess, as an artist. So I just moved here. I didn't move here right away. I just kind of came here and try it out, and eventually I met like really cool people. Then no, I don't know. It probably is a destiny. Then I just moved here and just got settled down.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you were working in it kind of in Taiwan doing the production or doing commercial stuff, but then just on a whim just decided to move here, basically.
Yes, I kind of feel like burnt out. The commercial stuff, they just like every maybe now even faster, like every week it's just gonna wash out and come out new ideas. So then I just feel like nothing is really belong to me, even I work so hard for it, but every 2 weeks maybe people just forget about it. So I feel like I have to do something just for myself.
Yeah, I've been fortunate that I haven't had to do any commercials yet, but it does seem like soul crushing work.
Yeah, it was crushing your soul.
Yeah. And
it's cool, you can make a lot of money.
That's what I hear. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind getting one or two, just for the cash. But
yeah, exactly. Yes, you should.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been offered one for some reason. I don't know anybody in that world for whatever reason.
Maybe you are an artist too. That's
why. It's not something I've gone out of my way to find. But now that I think about it, maybe I should just for the cash.
Yeah. But be careful. You gotta tap into it. Yeah. No. Well,
at least like the music for a commercial is like it's so short. Like the amount of work I have to put in to make music for a commercial is not that bad compared to what you have to do.
Short. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. We should give it a try. But you're still young. You can. You have time to to fund it.
Well, work is work.
Take your time. Yes. Yeah.
So I guess I'll start off. I ask my guests the same question every episode, which is, how do you feel like you hold yourself back in working in this industry?
Hold myself back?
Yeah, like what kind of, do you have any insecurities that you feel like keep you from moving up?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, every artist feels insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely is. Yeah, for me, Um, I think maybe the identity is always a big issue for me because I'm an immigrant
Mm-hmm.
and I'm Asian. But so you know, it's like if you move to Taiwan, you will feel kind of lost because you don't really know where you belong. You don't you don't you're not here long enough, so you still try to figure out what's around you and what you're looking for. You know, so that definitely made me insecure. Like I kind of feel like maybe I'm Asian American, but I wasn't born here, and I didn't grow up here, and so the culture is obvious differently than when I was raised. So but they somehow bring in a different different window for me. But meanwhile, I feel really insecure because you I definitely feel I'm not the same like the real no authentic Asian Americans here.
Yeah, it seems from because I'm so steeped in that world. It feels like there's just a real disconnect between people who are among the Asian American community. It seems like there's a big disconnect between Asian Americans and like people who are from the mainland or
Oh,
whatever.
cool. Thank you for telling me.
I noticed like that it seems mentioned a lot. Like
Uh-huh.
for me, like if I meet an Irish guy,
Uh-huh.
I mean there's a disconnect, but it's not like anything big.
Yes.
Maybe it's just because our cultures are so similar.
Yeah. But still like something's different. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll hear like mainlander get thrown out as an insult almost sometimes.
Oh.
I've heard that before.
Mm.
I don't know. It's a weird thing.
It
Is
is,
that
yeah.
something you've experienced?
Uh I maybe not because I'm from Taiwan.
Yeah, I think they mean China when they're saying mainlander, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, we are my even though it's China. I mean, we're Chinese. I mean, we're all Chinese. Taiwan and China, but we're more open. And we are very the America is always supporting us. Due to the World War II, and the communism in China. So I mean, I feel like there's difference between China and Taiwan. Well, yeah, I don't know if I
Well,
answer your question.
I don't know. Well, there's like wasn't yeah? Didn't China basically like take over Taiwan like back like a few like decades back, like in like the 40s or 30s?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Maybe that's
okay.
the problem is that a lot of people don't has a misunderstanding. But
Okay.
Taiwan is very small, but it doesn't. It's still not belong to China yet.
Okay.
It's still two different governments.
Okay.
Yeah, but we are not a real country because China is so big and they keep threatening us like, no, you cannot become an independent country. But we're still
Okay.
fighting it.
So maybe that's where my confusion was because I knew there was some tension
Yeah,
between the
it
two
is
countries.
always, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know where's the future. I don't know.
Oh, hopefully they'll leave you alone. But I know there's issues with Tibet as well. With China.
Yeah.
That's
It's
trying to get their
complicated,
independence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say some people want to go back, but some people doesn't. No, in Taiwan, so it's really complicated. Yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine. Did any of that play into your decision to move over here, or was that just purely for filmmaking?
Oh no, just purely for my filmmaking. I don't really get involved with politics. I care, but I stay away because too complicated.
Yeah. And that's good. I like that you don't like you're not pretending like you really know what the solutions are because a lot of artists do that, and it's like we don't really know what we're talking about.
I know. How would I know? I'm just a little person.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like plenty of political bands and stuff like that, but like
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day, you're not really making that big of a difference.
Yeah, true. Yeah, right. So we just have to take care of ourselves.
Mm, yeah, that's the only way you can fix anything.
Yeah, right. Back to the essential. Just you.
Yeah. So so like as far as like I know you. So you said you came over here in 2002.
Yes.
Um. So
Oh,
what was starting up like?
oh no. I should say I moved here. Yes, moved. In 2002. But before that, was 3 years ahead. I was kind of back and forth between Taiwan and New York, and try to figure out what can I do for my life. Middle age crisis. Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't know, just some kind of life crisis. Like like I said, I worked for commercial for a long time, and I kind of feel really like burnt out, and so I need to find out my change the path. So it took sometimes maybe 3 4 years, and I kind of gradually find something, but still I'm still looking for it. But by now, um, but I came here. I was thinking to become a painter, so I went to art school, and then how to paint, like all your
Okay.
paintings. Then I don't know. I still feel like visual arts is more attractive to me, but then I think filmmaking is more things you can do than
Mm.
painting. So then I just back to focus on my filmmaking. Yeah.
Well, it is like it's all the art forms in one. The only one that is even closer to that is video games, where it's really like every art form that exists is in that one medium.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not just you. It's
Yeah.
so many different things you can play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're kind of you kind of like experimenting with a lot of different mediums, like not just film. You like painting and anything other than that that you specialize in.
Yeah, I always feel like moving paintings. You know what I mean? It's because each frame is like a painting, but it's
Hmm.
moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's more fun. Now also you need to, like music is important. And you can edit it, you can change it, in
Mm.
every step. So it kind of has its own life, just growing. So it's kind of fun to watch how it grows.
Mm. So when you moved over here, like you said, you were here like back and forth for 3 years. Did you build up enough of a network while you
Oh,
were?
not at all.
Oh, really? So you came over here just
Yeah,
blind?
met my husband maybe.
Oh,
uh,
okay.
because I started, I want to study with painting, and so I met a lot of cool people in art school, but not like for filmmaking connections. Yeah, but we stay in good friends still. So I really appreciate that time in that art school. Just everybody is so pure, just really want to do arts. You know. Then yeah, then I studied just do something really simple like I just use the same concept I just told you. Like I feel like the movie is like a moving uh canvas. So I just use my digital camera for my first short film. I just take pictures and I just put it together. Like become a sequence, like moving pictures. Yes,
Oh,
for my
okay.
first short film. So it's really cheap, no money, no budget at all. Just
Yeah.
me and my camera, and I just take picture on subways. Yeah, I make out a little story. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on my website, and you can the
Yeah,
Peilin
let's check that
Kuo
out.
films.com. You can take a look.
All right, cool. And I'll put that in the show notes for everybody to check out.
Thank you.
Um, what's that film called?
It's called Every Day.
Every day.
Yeah, it's my first short film. It's like you can see this pictures, like tons pictures, and just telling the story. Yeah, it's a milestone for me. It's like you also reflect, how I felt at the time because I came here alone without my family, and also it's I just figure out like some kind of the maybe the loneliness is always a thing in my films. Uh, that's weird. Yeah. I guess like everybody came here to have that kind of some at this at a certain period you really feel lonely.
It's very easy to feel lonely out here, especially in the city, because there's so many people. It's funny. You'd think like if you're in a less populated area, you'd be like where I'm from. I'm from the country. You'd think that you'd feel less lonely here
Mm-hmm.
since there's so many people, but it winds up being the opposite.
Right.
Yeah, especially if
Do
you're
you
an
feel
immigrant.
lonely too, even you are born and raised here?
Well, yeah, I definitely. We all go through it for sure.
Uh, yeah,
Some,
I
but
guess we're more sensitive maybe
yeah.
here.
Although in my case, there's a lot of my own self isolation, so it's
Oh.
kind of I
Mm.
bring it on myself. But
But
I'm working on that.
yeah, that's why you're doing this, right?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, that's kind of why I started this podcast was to put myself out there more.
Cool.
But, there was actually this musician I listened to named Steven Wilson did a whole album on that.
Uh-huh.
Uh, there was this woman in London a few years back that they found her body in her apartment. She'd been
Ooh,
dead for like 2 years and nobody had tried to contact her or
my
anything.
God. Yeah,
And
I
but
know.
the crazy thing was she wasn't like some like old lady that
Oh, wow.
she was like younger. She was like mid 30s, whatever,
Uh-huh.
and just so that was kind of an example of how like city living is like it's very easy to just kind of disappear.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially on subway. That's crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
cool.
it's kind of scary to talk to anybody. Like just
Yeah, like now, right? It scared me to talk to you.
yeah, I bet. Yeah,
Just joking. You easy to talk to. Yeah.
I try to be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you had that film, you got it in a film festival. I guess everything started building from there. Like you started meeting the general group that we're in.
Yeah, I did get a award called Someone to Watch. Found a cinema women in New York. Uh, and yeah, it's really cool. Like you feel like uh, people really no get a connection to you, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah, then after that, I did a 72-hour film shoot out.
I've done a couple of those.
Yeah, that was the Asian Asian American Film Lab. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
still around. Yeah, so I did that, and I won 2 awards. It's like most original and the second place. Yeah.
Wow.
It's called AKA. Like
AKA.
AKA, like also known as not. I mean, when I was in, they set up a theme for every competition. So AKA is the year I was in. The theme for the year I was in. So I did this AKA film, and yeah, it went very well too. Yeah, it's also
So,
about identity.
so what
Yeah,
was the
that's the
theme?
time I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm
What
sorry.
was the theme that year?
AKA a
Oh, that was the theme.
yeah, yes, that's the theme. Yeah, so like
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I that was a really cool competition, you know. And then I think started from that film, I started to get connecting to like Asian Americans community because it was hosted by Asian Americans. filmmakers. Yeah. So then I started getting involved. Well, then still slowly moving on.
Have you done any of those since then?
Yeah, I came and after I do some small projects, but most significant one is called Prescott Place. It's more like before I do more like experimental, but like a Prescott Place is the one I try to do more about serious about drama. No, yeah. And you also went very well. Like I won some awards too for that film. Not big one, not like Sundance, but small awards. Yeah, but that was still very encouraging. Like you feel like yeah, you're doing something that people want to see. So
well, especially since you're just starting out, like more or less. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's then after the Prescott Place, I have the plan to do feature films. Yeah, but then I started to know this woman called Anime Wang. She's the first Chinese American actress in like the 20s and 30s. Like a Dragon Lady is really based on her, the term. Yeah. And her stories attracting me to me because she's Asian American. She was born in Los Angeles, but in 20s Chinese was very exclusive. Exclusive. People don't really like Chinese. So I kind of feel like I can feel her struggling. Try to fit into. Not just she just doesn't want to be like to be treated like just like people with color. So so it's a lot of struggle for her, but it's so amazing she somehow make it. Because in that time it's really hard, but she still make it into Hollywood. So that's very inspiring. And not saying I want to go to Hollywood, but I'm hoping I can do something, achieve some achievement like her. Yeah.
Well, that's the dream of all of us. We all really, no matter how much of an artist we are, we want to get that big, Hollywood spectacle under our belt.
I don't know. I think I'm probably too late for that, to be honest. But so I just want to do films I really like to do. Enjoy doing it.
Yeah. Have you done any feature work at all, or just short films?
Yeah. Is that hold on one second.
I gotta. Yeah. This is the part I'm always bad at.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Just my son is come back from school, so I told him to go downstairs. So that's it.
This early?
It's hot there. The school is almost finished.
Yeah, that's right. It's almost summer.
Yeah. So yes. So I was trying to do about this film. So I started to write screenplays about Anime Wang, and I was really into her like few years, trying to write a good script about her. But then when my script's ready, and I found out that it's a too big a project for me as a emerging filmmaker, because it's a period piece.
Yeah,
and it's like 2030s, and so it's kind of beyond my ability to raise the money to make the film, because I don't want to screw it. I want it to really look really good. You know what I mean? You can't just spend like $10,000 and make a shitty movie and nobody want to watch. But like I said, I don't feel like I have the time to waste, because I'm not just graduated from school. So I just want to do some films. I really want to do it. I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
So somehow I just have to put it on the side. But I'm not giving. I don't give. I'm not giving it up. I'm still have my heart on this project, but I just want to wait for the good timing.
Yeah, and that's fine. You know, it's good to have the patience. Like I have something that I've been working on for 9 years at this point, and it's still. I don't know if it'll ever get made. It'll require a lot of money to get made, but you know,
But
I still have that
will have
patience.
this. Yeah, we all have this like big dream. We're
Yeah.
waiting for some. Sometimes we cannot really make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the period piece. Those are some of the more expensive films that get made, and most people don't realize it because they tend to be simple, like
Yeah.
films, but just recreating all of that
Exactly.
decor and the cars and everything, it takes a
Yeah.
lot of cash.
Costume. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. Yeah. I was kind of really innocent. I would just have that patience for her, so I didn't really think about the production. But then when I finished the script, I was like, oh, I tried to picture around, and I realized, oh my God, that's really beyond my ability.
yeah,
No, yeah,
and it's not something that you could like retool to be in this time. It needs to be in that period.
exactly. Yeah, because it's really about her.
Hmm. So, I guess she was a silent film actress.
She started with silent film, but she successfully transferred to sound film.
Oh,
That's
that's
very
good.
unusual in that time period. A lot of silent film actors just like
Oh yeah, they just disappeared because they
yeah,
were
after
willing to.
some yeah.
Yeah,
So she was still around. She's like she really have like 50 years of a career.
mm.
Yeah, she's really like a very remarkable woman. Yeah, not
There's
just woman,
another.
not just being Asian American.
There's another one. I can't remember her name. I was at the Asians on Film Festival 2 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and one of the films was a documentary about this dancer from about that same era, maybe a little later, like 30s,
Oh,
40s.
I mean,
She was.
yeah, I know Nancy Guan.
What was her name?
Nancy Guan.
Probably. I can't remember her name, but yeah, that was an interesting one too. It was like her and her husband like had like were like really like successful, which was unusual for like an Asian person back then.
Oh yeah. I know that one. My
Yeah.
friend made the documentary. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, that was
yes.
your friend?
Not Nancy Guan. I'm sorry. It's another like similar to Anime One story. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's probably the one I saw then.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Yeah. She told me about it. Yes.
Yeah, it was a good documentary. It was, short. It was only like 15, 20 minutes, but I was very impressed by what the woman did. Like, she was just running on her toes. like
Oh,
it,
cool.
it
Wow.
was yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So, and how do I pronounce the woman you were doing it about?
Anime One.
Anime?
Anna. Yeah. AMMA. Anna. May. MAY. Like
Okay.
the month May. Wong
Anime.
stop. Yeah. Last name is
Okay.
WONG.
Okay. Okay. Anime. Okay. I'll
Yes.
have to, because I I heard that and I was thinking anime from like Japan.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, it just happens to be a similar pronunciation.
Yeah. If
Okay.
you
Yeah.
Google her, you can see her. Yeah.
Okay.
All over the internet. Yeah. She
Yeah.
was really big in her time. She kind of forgotten now, but
Most
she
people.
was really popular. Yeah.
Yeah. Most of there's very few of those people that anybody knows nowadays.
I know a lot of big like famous people got forgotten.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I would say that she was really struggling with stereotype casting, and the main one.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's kind of no, that's why she didn't have really what I mean, like a signature films. It's not like a really good like you can think of a big name and then think of a big movie. No,
Yeah.
But she doesn't because she always cast in a stereotype like a Chinese woman in films. But in late in her life, she tried to just to break this stereotype casting, but somehow it's still very frustrating. Yeah, so that's really some kind of sad story for her, but no, her spirit, how she fight, like
Yeah.
those things is really not like always the best part. Even you didn't really make it, but the journey you've been through is so inspiring. Yeah.
The sad part is it's still not that much better today, though. You know.
Yeah, slowly, a little bit, slowly, very slowly. The rich, the
It's.
crazy rich Asian. Everybody is hoping they will really change the map,
I
but
don't think it
still,
really will. That movie is still. That was a hard one. I feel like to appeal to a broader American audience.
ooh,
Like it did well, but
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, those Asian Americans are like crying for it.
Mm.
When they watch a movie, they say that they are so attached and cry. So that's interesting to hear you say. I guess how to get to other people, they don't know,
Well,
right?
yeah, that's the thing. It definitely appeals. It's still like it's a milestone for sure. But
Uh-huh.
like there was a lot of people trying to say it was like the Asian version of a Black Panther, like in
Yeah.
as far as cultural significance, and it wasn't. It wasn't going to hit that kind of. So hopefully someday that will happen though. But it's not the kind of movie that like your average white family is going to go out of their way to see. Unfortunately, uh, I still hope it'll happen at some point. Always Be My Maybe is doing pretty well. For
Yeah,
sure.
it did very well. I mean, even you don't really know about the culture, but you still feel curious, want to know want to see what it is, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a lot of that. Well, I mean, I'm sure Keanu Reeves has a big part of that because they got
Uh,
Keanu Reeves for it, but also people know Ali Wong. Ali Wong
yes.
got huge because of those two comedy specials she did, Pregnant. So that helped. So I would imagine that helped significantly, and it was a good film.
Yeah, it's fun. Yes, fun to watch.
Yeah,
Yes,
especially.
entertaining.
And yeah, I was surprised how much I liked it because it was a rom com, and I don't like rom coms.
Yeah, me neither. I was really because everybody's talking about it, so I watched it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yes,
Well,
impressive. Yes.
yeah. So do you have any other like aside from that one, the anime one? Do you have
Yeah.
any
So I put it
big?
on the side, and then I started to. I thought I think that's better for me to do like a low budget film. So I started to write another script that's like aim for low budget, but in the process it grows. So now I don't know it's really for a low budget, no. But it's not like a super expensive, I'm sure. But it's not like you can just get a couple $1,000 and make it. No, yeah, it's gotta have not like for me. I say I don't want to waste my time. I just said want to make some movies I really like to make and make it good. So, but it's still gonna be easier than a period piece because
Yeah,
it's set in the modern time and not so many characters. So I really think this one will take off. You know, and it's finished. My script is finished, and now I'm just try to get into the next step, like how to get money. Same story,
that's
get money.
that's always the struggle. What
Yeah.
what kind of this would actually be good for a good subject to get into for younger filmmakers that might be listening to this. What do you do? What kind of steps do you take to get funding for your projects?
Um. You know what? I just I have to be honest. I just use a lot of volunteer.
Yeah.
Like my husband's like do a special effects. He knows like After Effects. So I always back him like please do this.
Well, yeah,
So
you
they
can just
can
order him around.
yeah. So we can save a lot of money if you use a volunteer. So you have to find people really believe in your project. And so I mean, it's just in the beginning, you feel bad, you cannot pay them very well. But, if we will do a good project, maybe we can bring in bigger project and everybody can have a better pay eventually, hopefully, yeah. So,
Well, I was gonna say, like, I think as long as you approach it and like, because there's certain ways that directors go about trying to get free work, that's just wrong. And
I
so
know
as long,
it's wrong, yes.
yeah,
I
like
definitely
so,
pay something, but
yeah.
not like much,
Well,
you know what I
as
mean?
long as you're honest about it, like to me, like I'd much rather a director say, "Hey, this is a very small project. We don't have much of a budget. Uh, if you'd be willing to volunteer, that'd be awesome. But if you can't, I understand." Like
Right, be
if director
honest.
comes to me like that, I'm
Uh-huh.
whether or not I'm willing to do it is one thing, but like I appreciate that, and I'm more likely to come onto it. Whereas some directors like they try to guilt you, like they do like the if they kind of take it as an insult that you want to be paid for your work.
Oh,
So
right,
like,
yeah.
but I think if you take that first approach, like it makes it a lot easier to get volunteers.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So, because you're doing music for my short film now. So
Yeah,
I just have to be honest. I have this money. Can you do it?
yeah,
So yeah. So if you can, no, I totally understand. There's no
yeah,
hard feeling at all. Yeah, because that's how it is. The business is
yeah.
like this. Independent films. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So I recently, besides this modern story, the feature film, it's because I figure out it's a long way to get money. So meanwhile, I study another short film. It's a martial arts short film.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's called Once Upon a Time in the Bamboo. That you doing the music for us.
Yep.
Uh, yes. So I know I love martial arts. So this is another field I want to try. My whole life I was watching those martial arts growing up. So it's like I feel like it's kind of in my blood and myself. I practice martial arts too. I do karate, I do tai chi, and I hopefully one day I will learn some real Chinese kung fu because I live in Westchester. I couldn't find anything here.
You
Anyway,
just get
so that's
Celia
a
to coach you.
oh,
Just get Celia
Celia,
to
yeah,
coach you.
yeah. You she has time. She's
Yeah.
so busy now. Yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
still
I
trying to
just
get her on here.
she's doing your episodes.
Not
Is
yet. I've been trying, but she's just,
yeah,
she's
she's too busy. She everywhere. Yeah, yeah. But it's good for her. I mean, she's a
oh,
really
yeah.
good actress, and I really think she worked so hard that she will make it one day. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, so Celia Ao is in my martial arts short film. Yeah, she played a female warrior. Yeah, and yeah, it was good. We already now we're in the editing. So but that was a really awesome experience. Like we have no money, but try to make a martial arts film in period. Yeah, it's like
I
back to China. Yes.
From seeing the rough cut, I was really impressed with what you guys were able to do on such a small budget.
I
Like with
know.
the
I
look.
thank you.
I mean, you
Yeah,
got
it's
very
like a
lucky that you had the bamboo forest in your backyard.
yeah, I know because the location is mine, so I don't have to pay for it. I already saved a lot of money. So that's why I say you just find what resource you have. If you're starting out, then you just use those things that you don't need to really think so much about money. That's kind of holding you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
So yeah, I'm besides that I have two projects I'm working on. The ones I told you, the low budget film is called Close In, and I'm writing. I'm hopefully to make a martial arts feature film too. Yeah, so I'm writing the martial arts feature film script now. Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So
Thank you.
you got a lot on your plate.
You have two, right? You cannot just put one
Yeah.
egg in one basket. Yeah.
No, I can't. I can't. I have such a hard time focusing on one thing.
Yeah, I know. And probably it's more fun. Make you feel like you're always doing something. Otherwise, you just stuck with one project, maybe 10 years, 15 years. It's kind of really crazy.
Well, the thing is, though, when you start piling up projects, it's hard to finish one. Like, that's the thing I
Ah,
struggle with, forcing myself to focus on one thing at a time.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Because otherwise, you have
That's true.
a million unfinished things, and it's like you're not actually getting anything done.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I'm doing short films. It's easier to finish.
Yeah, and I like that you're actually being proactive and just getting those out, getting those done, rather than trying to spend like all your time getting one thing done. Because
Right.
that's
They're
like
not gonna die.
that's just a slow death in this industry.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always like a question yourself. Like,
Yeah.
am I going to get this done? Am I going to get this done? Oh, that's too much. Too much hurting yourself. Too
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can always have something big on the back burner and then do the small stuff in between, and then maybe one of those small things hits, and then all of a sudden, boom, you got your budget from somewhere.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I'm. I think the martial arts shows probably will do good because it's not too many people doing it.
Mm.
In the style I try to mix, like West and East in my film. They make a lot of martial arts film in Asia. That totally makes sense. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But in here, so many people is doing martial arts, but they are like Americans. So I think that's interesting just to put these two elements together and see what
Well,
happens.
also the location, because if you see a martial arts film here, it's going to be like just on the city streets or in a warehouse or something like that. The fact
Right.
that you just happen to have a bamboo forest is going to give you an edge.
Yes. That's so true. Yes. Yeah.
Because
And
everybody is going to be thinking the way I did. I thought that you filmed it in China. Like, I thought you went out there to film it.
yeah, cool.
I was so shocked when you told me that it was in your backyard.
Oh, I was just maybe I should say that we fly to China and film
Nah.
and come back. No,
No, never lie.
Joking. Yeah. Yeah. That's fortunate. No, fortunate.
Yeah.
I have this bamboo forest, and I always loved it. I was thinking, what can I do here? But then I met those people who knows martial arts, and they are actors. I was like, oh, this bingo. I was like, why do I do one like with them in my bamboo? Yeah. So I just come up with a story like very quick, like 5 minutes. I get out a story and write it down. It's a 5 minutes short film. Yeah.
So how did you get to know Celia and Adam?
That is little by little too. This Asian American International Film Festival is a big center space for Asian American filmmakers in New York to get networking. So I basically met them there. But once one, Patrick, and and then you get to know who he knows, and this person, then you get to know another person,
Yeah.
they all suddenly they all come together, and you find out it's such a small community. It's like everybody knows everybody.
It is funny how that is. Like, if I go to any of these events or I see any like Asian like based movie, I'm like, oh, I know that person.
I know, yeah. It's just really how weird, and then you find out it's all connected.
You know what's
Yeah.
really funny is when you're watching. I don't know if you watch any of the Marvel Netflix shows, but like, I watch them and I'm like, oh, I know somebody on at least one of every season
I know,
of these
yeah,
shows.
just all those people, yeah, just been around, yeah.
Yeah.
But so that's cool, So that's how I made Celia, and then after I met Alan, and they are all very cool and fun to hang out with. So this martial arts show film, I basically didn't do casting. I just asked people I know. I said, oh, because I know Celia can do martial arts. So I pitched to her. I said, oh, this is a female warrior. Are you interested? And I think she really like martial arts too. So she's just like, yes, she's just like connected to the project.
Yeah.
Then after that, I just like, the all the same story because she is in the project. So it's easier to ask other people, like say, oh, do you want to do this project? So this all build up,
Yeah.
And we just make it happen. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you already have your next short film planned out?
Not really. I really have to focus to make a feature film.
Oh, so you're going right for the feature right after this one?
Yes, I want to do this the modern low budget feature film called Close In. That you
Close
closing
in?
in. Yes, closing to look at something. Yeah. So that's one I'm planning now and try to get money. Yes.
Mind sharing what that one's going to be about?
Yeah, it's a I should say it's like a psychological thriller. I don't
Okay.
want to use the term because everybody use that word, but it's like a modern film noir. I should say like modern film noir. I really like film noir style. Like a lot of films I use film noir style. All those elements in my films. So this one is kind of modern film noir is a private detective, but she's a woman, a woman private detective, and the story takes place in Chinatown. So this Asian American female private detective, she is investigating a immigrant woman in Chinatown. What's happened when she is dead in the very beginning of the story, but she still want to find out what's the truth about this woman. But but it's the film will always have a twist in the end. So
Yeah.
of course I have a twist in the end, but I'm not going to tell you. But in all the way she tried to find this girl, and she finds something else more connecting to herself.
Yeah, that's how it always is. I just watched Vertigo for the first time the other night.
Oh yeah, I love the movie. That's
Fantastic film.
Reference for my movie. Yeah.
I always loved that score, and I just for whatever reason never got around to watching it. But it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. We all like the Hitchcock is like a god.
Yeah.
Everybody play. Try to steal something from him. Yeah.
Yeah, there are certain things in it that didn't hold up though, but like just the way the woman character was in it is like it was weird, like from modern eyes watching it, like but it was still really amazing to watch.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I cannot say anything about it. Other people can say people better than me, but we all know how good he is making movies. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, we're coming up on an hour. We're not quite there. So I asked you what your biggest insecurity was, and I also like to ask, what do you think is the biggest strength that you have in this business?
Our strength. Yeah, I guess I have this I'm really stubborn. Maybe that's my strength. Like I don't give up. Like my husband used to say, like, why don't you give up? I was like, what's give up? Then maybe that's my strength. I don't know if I engage to this thing, I just have to make it happen. Show a long time. But I just don't want to give up. Yeah. So I guess that's my strength, and also maybe I have something like not just one single culture. I have the East culture background, and then now I try to learn this more Western style, the point of view. So I feel like I can bring more different perspectives in filmmaking. Like now I'm trying to do is just try to mix and match these two, East and West. And it is my life too. I always feel like these two things are so important in my life now. So that's why I try to explore and see what I can really bring inspirations from both fields. So
Yeah, those are definitely two gigantic strengths. I think I said this when we first met, but a lot of people would look at you being an immigrant as a weakness, but
yeah.
I actually view it as kind of a strength because you
Uh-huh.
have that chip on your shoulder. Like, you're gonna have a different work ethic than maybe somebody like me would, who's been living here my whole life. You're coming from a different country, and you're like, there's this opportunity here. I gotta grab it. And,
Yes, I like
yeah,
your tone. Grab it.
yeah,
Exactly. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's cool.
I think somebody who's lived here our whole life, we don't fully realize what we have here, like
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah, that's
opportunities.
true. That's so
Yeah,
true because I can see it. I was like, come on, you don't see you all this, you have this, and they just take it so for granted. They just don't do anything. They just like they don't say it. They don't even say it. Maybe no. Just
I mean,
maybe just to get a social security number. It's just already so hard for me, you know.
yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
I just I just look at like how like fortunate I am that I just happen to live here. Like I lived in New Jersey, so I was relatively close to the city. Like
Uh-huh.
the advantage I have naturally just by birth,
Yeah,
just by being
exactly. So
born
you don't
here.
really
Like
know how hard you have to try. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
So,
it's better though not to try, wasting your time. You could have
not
used
wasting
those
time.
times to focus on something you want to do.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been trying to do, thankfully, and
Yeah, that's why it take me like since I moved here, it's already 10, 15 years. But
yeah,
most of the time, I just try to establish my life here. You know, I mean, now I have to settle down first. Then
yeah,
slowly on the side, I try to do filmmaking. That's why it takes so long. I'm still trying to put everything together. And also, I have my son. I as a woman, as a mother, is really a big struggle. Just try to get a balance between the things we want to do and the family, and especially you're so connected to your child. I'm sure it's more than men. Women's naturally they're more concerned. The kids is always the priority. So
yeah.
that's
It's
why
a
it's taking me so long to try to
yeah.
do my own stuff. But it's all worth it, because
Well, the
everybody
good
is the
thing is
family.
your son's getting to the age now where he doesn't want to be around. He's not going to want to be around you at all. So
I
that
know,
gives you
right?
freedom.
But
He's
not
like,
not gonna
you don't get me,
cry.
mom.
He
Yeah,
doesn't need me anymore.
nah. He wants to be around his friends.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. So I just have to make sure he's fine. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he's not doing anything stupid.
Yes. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Did you meet your husband here, or did he move over with you?
No, I met him at the art school I went to, where
Okay.
I tried to become a painter in the beginning. Yeah, and he was a filmmaker and also interested in both things. So we have kind of similar background, so that's maybe how we connected. Yeah.
That's good. That gives you that extra little cushion of support because he'll understand what you're trying to do.
Yeah, he is getting more supportive now. I mean, in the beginning, I don't have any resource. I don't know anybody, so it's really hard to take up. Even your friends doesn't know what you really want to do. But then, no, I just insist the time, time after time, people see how I put how much effort into it, so they're more supportive. Yes.
Yeah. That's the funny thing is like when you start out, everybody's kind of like a naysayer. Like you tell them, it's like, oh, I want to be a film composer, and they're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Because
once
you
you
don't really
start
have a
get,
credit.
but once you start building it up, then you're like, oh, I always knew you could do it.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, but I'm sure it's still a long way to go because I still as an independent filmmaker, it's still a lot of things we have to struggle to get it. Yes.
Yeah. Have you gotten to? I've only just gotten to this point. I wonder when you got to it, where people stop asking you what your plan B is. Like, have you gotten there yet? Or
Plan B. You mean
yeah,
like do something else besides filmmaking?
yeah, yeah.
No, but I do have for myself. I want to go back to painting if
Yeah.
I'm done with filmmaking. Yes.
But as far as like family, friends, like, do you have anybody like still going to like, oh, when are you gonna try something, more practical?
No, I guess I'm too old for that now.
Yeah.
I'm already get over the period. Of course, when I was younger, my mom asked me a lot. Like, seriously, you want to do this? But now she's not asking anymore
That's good.
because I survived. I'm still around. So she's not asking the same question anymore. She probably worried like, how are you gonna feed yourself? But I'm
Yeah.
doing okay, and then they just like don't worry so much anymore.
Well, that's huge because parents are usually the ones that hold people back the most.
Exactly.
That
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But now I understand their concern.
Yeah.
Because I'm a mother now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like from our previous conversation that you're going to be just fine in that regard with your son. Like,
Yeah, and
seems
he's
supportive.
cool. He's kind of helping me with my filmmaking. He want to be in my movie, and he want to learn how to do it. So that's cool. Like I'm sure he can be a big help eventually. Yes.
Yeah, that already moves on because he's at that age now where he has no clue what he wants to do.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always in his own room.
Yeah.
Like become a teenager. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. Although it's probably a little easier with the boy because they just do stupid stuff.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
life. Yeah, life.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's a good place to end. Where
Uh-huh.
can the people find you?
Yeah, you can go on my website, PeilinKuoFilms.com,
Okay.
or on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, just all about my filmmaking process. It's just my name, Peilin Kuo. If you search for it, you can. And please like it so you can get updates. I sound like a YouTuber now.
That's kind of the
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, the idea. Yeah, so social media.
Everybody should be a YouTuber at this point.
Yeah, right. So yeah, no, we all need to get connected. So
Yeah.
yes, and thank you for finding me and talk to me. Yeah, I appreciate.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good conversation, and I look forward to working together, which hopefully soon once the edit's done. So
Yes.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be fun.
cool. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.